Okay, so it seems like recently the Smug Alana situation has been getting even worse. Now, this is kind of insane to see because over the past couple of days, we've been covering this situation of it obviously initially starting with a channel getting banned for 7 days after she watched a video of a guy that was essentially crushing bugs into a book. Despite the video still being up on YouTube, like the original video, as well as countless other insect killing and other type of content like that where they are harming insects and whatnot, that is fully allowed on YouTube, right? It seems like it's fully allowed because of course the content is still up, but apparently when a funny VTuber reacts to it, that's a big problem and the channel needs to be banned for 7 days, which I think is absolutely insane. And we've been kind of covering the situation as it has gone on. So if you guys want to go look at that in more detail as to what exactly was going on, I definitely recommend going back and watching those videos. But yeah, it seems like there's been a kind of development in the sense of they've just been straight up ignoring her. If you guys remember, we covered this post in the last video about her calling out Team YouTube once again, saying, why do you blatantly target VTubers? And then obviously she's followed up with this today, or well, yesterday, saying, could you give me a response for this Team YouTube? It's been almost 2 days. And again, as you can see, there is no Team YouTube to be found down there. So if you guys know, obviously, the way that it works, it's an absolutely horrible system. YouTube's support system works in the sense that you need to call them out on Twitter to get their attention, which is kind of crazy because obviously it creates situations like this where obviously it's so public. We can all see that Smug Alana is trying to, get in contact with them to kind of sort things out, right? And it makes it so public, it makes it so available for everyone to see the kind of misdeeds of YouTube, right? And what they're doing, that literally any situation, not even just this one, but anytime they mess up, it goes public on Twitter, and 9 times out of 10 it blows up too, right? People get behind the creator, and Team YouTube end up getting spammed with it, which I think is an awful system to really have for support. Like literally, like not even just from a customer standpoint or like a user standpoint, right? I'm talking more about like from a company standpoint. It just looks horrible, right? If you got like Team YouTube, help me, like this is broken, you broke this again, you're not doing this properly, you're ignoring me constantly over on Twitter, that's just not going to look good for your company. So I don't know why they do that, but of course they do. But usually you do get a reply from Team YouTube, just like this one here, where they tell you to go into DMs and things like that, but unusually they haven't been responding. They responded once to her and then gave her a pretty rubbish answer. And then of course she's been asking them again to try and get their attention because obviously the situation was still not fixed. And they've just been straight up ignoring her and ignoring any other creator that tries to get a hold of them over this situation. Then why even rely on YouTube, saying they are replying, albeit with their AI system as of 7 minutes ago. It's like their system has decided to ignore you now. YouTube is a total clown show. Which, yeah, obviously 100%, right? And that's the problem, right? A lot of these replies tend to be AI automated. The ban itself was probably AI automated, and the appeal itself was probably all AI automated as well. So that just kind of goes to show you how terrible the moderation system is for YouTube and how unequipped it is at the moment to deal with these kind of incidents. Because again, the AI just cannot comprehend this issue, and it always tends to double down and essentially give nobody a chance to appeal their own decisions and whatever with like a human, right? Because it used to be the fact that maybe you get flagged by the AI or by some kind of system a while back, right? And what would happen then is you would appeal it, a person, a real person, a human would then look at it and go, actually they were wrong on that one, the bot was wrong, we'll reinstate your account or whatever, reinstate the video depending on whatever the problem was, right? But now it just seems like they've gotten even more lazy and they don't want to hire the people to do it. So they just get an AI to check the work of another AI. And of course, it's not going to be wrong if it's just an AI checking an AI, right? Even though it is wrong, right? So again, I think it's kind of crazy. And of course, you can see as well how much it is affecting Alana as well. She has no stream today. I'm sorry, not in a great headspace. And to be honest, yeah, I wouldn't be too, right? I wouldn't be too if I had my channel like this as well. And it's just kind of horrible to see that obviously this is something that YouTube could easily fix and easily rectify, but they still choose not to and actively ignore the creators that are obviously asking to, have some support and have some kind of help with their problems. But again, YouTube just go out of their way to ignore her. As I said, they reply to literally every single message that has at Team YouTube tagged in it, but apparently they don't want to reply to it. And even the original post, it seems like, yeah, Team YouTube have not replied to that either, right? So it's insane, especially with the amount of views it's got as well. 200,000 views. She even puts other tags to Team YouTube down here saying, at Team YouTube, here's the video, here's the clip. You said to the reason for it being a link to this material within the video. Yeah, it's not me saying it. Yeah, it's not me saying it. And the original video is still available for everyone to see, right? And obviously you got like Shoe on Head here saying, please look into this. She's commentating on a video that is still public, yet only her video is removed. That is blatantly unfair. Reply of a real person, with not with AI, which obviously 100% true. Because, yeah, if you don't know, obviously it seems like another video was taken down or something, you know, of a clip that she reacted to as well, on top of the whole bug squishing one. So, yeah, seems like they've like purposely targeted her. And as we've covered as well, it seems like YouTube have been purposely targeting VTubers in general with the whole ASMR channel thing. I know other, you know, YouTube channels have been hit with it too. There's that one big YouTube channel that I can't pronounce the name of, beginning with K. They do like the animation type things, and it's like science-y type content. It's like Kyrgyz, is that how you say it? I don't know. That you guys know what I mean though. And their channel also got shadow banned by YouTube. It got like officially revealed that there is a shadow ban, you know, going on. Like you can get shadow banned. That is a possibility. Before it was kind of like a rumor or like a myth or whatever. People say, oh, it's not real. But no, it's like fully confirmed that that is a thing that happens. And that happened to that channel as well. They had their channel shadow banned because essentially the system flagged them as AI because obviously their thumbnails are, you know, their thumbnails look very different to the regular thumbnail, but it's not AI, right? They use humans to create it. So, but obviously the system didn't think that, and it ended up flagging them. And of course, they noticed that their next video that they uploaded didn't get half as many views, not even that. Like it did absolutely terribly in terms of performance. And it wasn't their fault. It wasn't a bad video or anything. It was just the fact that YouTube was purposely holding them back. And that just goes to show how terrible the AI system is for tracking other things, right? They can't comprehend, you know, certain things on the platform. And I've always said in every single video that there has been a issue with YouTube. You know, the AI moderation system isn't, you know, equipped for that, right? You know, maybe it will be in like 10 years time, maybe even 5 years time, maybe even 2 years time. Obviously, AI is, you know, rapidly growing. But for now, YouTube have kind of implemented a system that doesn't work and is terrible for literally every creator on the platform, to the point where, yeah, we've got situations like this going on, and yet they still decide to use it, right? You know, as I said, maybe 2 years down the line, whenever things improve, it's going to be perfect and there's going to be no issues with it, sure. But right now, I really don't think it's the time to be using this way of moderation, because it's affecting literally everybody, right? It's not just affecting Smug Alana, it's not just affecting VTubers, it's affecting, you know, literally some of the biggest channels on YouTube itself, which I think is absolutely insane, because of course, you know, people are going to start to get fed up. People are going to start to find alternatives. Now, I've said before, YouTube has kind of a monopoly in terms of the, you know, the type of content that they do, right? Obviously with Twitch, you know, you got Kick, Rumble, whatever, you know, obviously less people use those platforms, but you do have alternatives, right? Even YouTube itself has a live system that you could use as an alternative to Twitch, right? But with YouTube, there isn't really an alternative unless you go to like Bilibili in China, right? Like there isn't like a big platform, because obviously everything is based on views. The biggest audience is on YouTube. You're not going to find anybody else anywhere else, right? Unless people really want to watch your content. But even then, you wouldn't get as many viewers as maybe you would through YouTube promoting your content on their page. So it really is like this problem where, you know, people can't really leave. But I'm sure, you know, I can assure you that maybe some companies are probably looking at this situation, not just the Smug Alana one, but everything that's been going on recently. And I bet that they might be like rubbing their hands a little bit. Maybe we could make our own, you know, kind of YouTube platform that people will want to go over to, right? Because again, I think a lot of people are desperately searching for that now that things like this are happening so often. And hopefully that will, you know, help YouTube to think, oh, wait, hold up, what we're doing is actually wrong and bad, and the creators hate it. That's why they're leaving, right? But of course, we don't really have that right now. It's just like, just people, just acting Team YouTube every day, and it's just kind of sad. But yeah, that is essentially all there is for this situation. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameSubs, use my code Kazo, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.